welcome back to Third Wave Trades. Today we're just going to be doing a quick recap on two stocks in particular: Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA, and Nvida, ticker symbol Nvda. Just want to go over the wave counts for both of these stocks from the last time that we made a video on them to see how they've fared since then and where they are headed. Alright, so before we get started, guys, quick disclaimer: I'm not a financial advisor and this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research and or consult with a financial advisor before making any trading or investment decisions. Also, guys, if you could, please hit the like button down below if you find this content helpful, and subscribe to the channel to get more Elliot wave breakdowns on different stocks, commodities, and cryptos. Alright, guys, so let's start off first with Nvida. Just a quick recap of what we said last time was that this move over here from October when we bounced, I was saying that there was a couple ways we could take it. Either this was an A, B, C, and then from here we would get another 5-wave sequence going down, or that this was in fact a 1, 2, 3, and then we should get a 4 and a 5. In other words, that it's a 5-wave impulsive move to the upside. I said that I was leaning towards that count because of just how extended this third wave appears to be. Right, so if we apply the Fibonacci extension tool, we can see that we've already come into a more than 161.8%. Right, which is usually a signal that we are in a third wave impulsive move rather than a B, C. A C wave would usually come somewhere around the 100%, or you could get it up to the 161.8%, but anything more than that, it's really extended, and that at that point you really want to change your count if you are bearish, or if you are thinking that you're in a corrective move, you want to change your count to a more impulsive count. So that's what I'm going with right now. I believe that the correction was completed over here, right, in this down wave, and then basically since October we've been starting an impulsive rally to the upside. So what does that mean for us right now? Well, it basically means that we had our first large wave, a second, and now we are pretty much finishing up our third. From there we should get a large fourth wave correction, and then one more final wave in this larger degree to the upside, which could take us past this 300 barrier for Nvidia. So ultimately still bullish on Nvidia. I think we do break that 300 level, but where we are in the short term, that kind of looks like, we're going to be trading sideways a little bit more because we have this fourth wave still to complete, right? So if we look at the count, like I said, we have this first wave, second wave, and now within this third wave we can count 1, 2, 3, 4 with an extended fifth, right, which is what's kind of playing out right now. It may be finished, it may have a little bit more room to run, right, because we could have this first wave, second wave, third wave looks complete over here, and this whole move, this sideways move right here, looks like it is a fourth wave. And either this is a fifth wave playing out over here, right, so our fifth wave extension is playing out over here, and we could possibly touch this 289, 290 level, which will provide some resistance, because that was that's the most recent high that we have yet to take out from this previous correction. So that looks like it will provide some resistance. So there's a very good chance that we will touch that area before we get rejected, and then start our fourth wave move, and then from there we can rally higher. All right. The other possibility is that the fifth wave is complete, right? So what that would mean is essentially that we completed it over here. This was our fourth wave. So there's our fifth. There's our, which completes this entire third wave. It means we're kind of in our larger fourth wave move, and we could be getting a three-wave move to the downside, another three-wave move to the top side, and then something like that, like a flat. So then that would make this whole area like a very long sideways move, and then we could get that final rally where we break 300. So that's kind of how I'm looking at it right now. There's either still more room to this upside up to like 290ish before we see some resistance, and then we pull back, or we're already in the pullback move and we can expect that. But either way, it's going to be pretty choppy. It's going to be like a lot of sideways moves, so I'm kind of just sitting on my hands, not really playing this right now, just waiting for some confirmation. Where I want to get into Nvidia, where I think it has the most potential for profit, is after this move is completed, right? So after we get sort of this sideways fourth move, once I see a strong impulsive breakout from here, then I would be willing to play this move over here, this last fifth wave, right? Because then we could expect 5-wave impulsive move right there. All right, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. Right now, I don't think that it's really worth playing right now. If you wanted to play like short-term scalping or day trades, you could like look for certain levels over here, like a break above this recent high, and you could play the upside, if there's volume there, or likewise if you see a break below this low over here with volume, you could play that. But just be aware that it will be probably some choppy movement. I don't expect any like major break to either side, right? So just be cognizant of that, and be ready for, once this move is done, to play this upside. All right, so that's kind of what I have on Nvidia. We could take a look really quick at some of the other things. We could see that the RSI is just above 50 over here, right? So we're above 50, so that's bullish. We have this room to run, right? Which kind of tells me that we may be still getting this fifth wave playing out to this 290 level before we pull back, and then we could be looking for divergence over there. If not, right, like we could get some sort of divergence over here where we're making higher highs and lower highs on the RSI, and then that would be a good signal to go short as well. There's also room over here on the stochastics for us to get higher as well. So just keep that in mind. And in other factors, you can see we're above our 21-day, our 50-day, and our 200-day EMA. So all in all, I think this is still looking like a pretty solid move, and it confirms my thesis that we do have another wave to the upside. Even if we get this pullback over here, right, I see maybe the 21-day coming down a little bit, maybe bouncing off of this 50-day, and then we get another move up, right? So overall, we're strong with Nvidia, and it's really just consolidating and holding this area, and then you could wait for that breakout. All right, so that's Nvidia, guys. It's still looking good. It's still looking really bullish. One other point I will make, because I made it in the last video that I posted on Bitcoin, we see something similar playing out over here, and this is kind of like what I mentioned, guys, is that when we see these large third wave moves, that's usually when we will find certain technical analysis patterns that maybe you guys are familiar with, that you guys trade, but within the Elliot wave analysis, we know where they often occur. They often occur in these third wave moves or impulsive moves. So over here you can see we have what's forming is basically this cup and handle, right? So we have this resistance here, we have this, which most likely will hit over here, and then if we get that fourth wave pullback, that kind of becomes our handle, and from there we would expect a possible breakout for the fifth wave. And you kind of just, I point that out just to show you guys that these patterns that a lot of technical analysts trade, they occur naturally in within the Elliot wave, and when they happen in the Elliot wave principle, you know when they're coming, right? As opposed to just looking for them without any kind of direction or roadmap, right? So a lot of bullish things, and besides that one, you guys could also see what would be forming over here would then be a inverse head and shoulders as well, right? Because we would get something like your left shoulder, right, your head, and then if we get this fourth wave pullback, that would form our right shoulder, and then we could get the breakout to this fifth wave, and then we're looking at so the neckline remains the same, right? That's the level that we want to break for some more upside. All right, guys, so that's Nvida. Now let's discuss Tesla. All right, so for Tesla, guys, so for Tesla, we said basically something similar, that we did a correction. We believe that the correction was over, and now we are in a impulsive rally. We said that this was our first large wave, and that we were doing this corrective move. And if you guys remember, you guys can go back and look at the older videos that I put up. We were spot on, guys. We said that this was going to drop back down to 150. I think we came all the way down to 152, right? And we basically came into this gap. So we were essentially saying that this was WXY playing out, right? Made up of individual ABCs, right? Here's the ABC, this was our X, and then at the time we had this A done, and we were in the middle of this B, and then we just needed a C wave down, and I said it would be pretty impulsive to the downside, and most likely we were going to come back to fill this gap over here, right? Which is exactly what we did. We didn't fill the entire gap right now, so that it is still possible that this comes a little bit lower, but I don't think so, just based off of how we came into this gap and how we've reacted since then, right? As you guys can see, you know, we're still the market is still open right now, and Tesla is at $164.25. So it got a very strong bounce yesterday. Basically, we came in, and that was our 61.8% level, right? So I said that there was a confluence between the gap fill and this Fibonacci retracement level, which is ideal for a second wave right here, right? So we came in, and you guys can see how we reacted yesterday. We came into the gap, we got a very strong, like, engulfing bullish candle right here, and now today you guys can see we are just moving further up. So this very well could be the bounce, right? Maybe the corrective move now could be finished, and from here now we can start our third wave higher. Now the third wave, guys, of course, is going to be broken up into 5 waves in and of itself. So if you guys haven't gotten in yet, that's fine. I think there's going to be more opportunities once this completes for a retracement, and then that's kind of like your entry point right there, right? Once it comes up, does a first wave, second wave down, and then you could look for like to either get in over here, or if it comes back and breaks over here, you can get in there, and that would be a large move, right? We basically said similarly to Nvida, that if this is, in fact, this could either be an A, B, C playing out, or it could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or like an impulsive move. Either way, this wave is going to be really impulsive. At the very least, we can expect a 1-to-1 with this move right here, the impulsive rally that we had since January, right? And a 1-to-1 would take us to this 260 level over here. All right, so there's a lot of room for Tesla to run. Like I said, it is possible that maybe the correction isn't done, and this is it could come back down here a little bit, but it doesn't look like it as of right now. It looks like we got the bounce, we came into the area, we retraced, we completed this WXY, and now we are starting that larger move up, which should be a 5-wave sequence, just as impulsive as this at the very least, if not a lot more, right? If this is a impulsive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we could be even looking to go higher to that 161.8%, which could take us to 342. The time frame of how long it takes us to get there, that's a little bit harder to tell, but this is definitely somewhere where I would be looking to go long. All right, guys, that's all I got. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit the like button and subscribe if you are not a subscriber to the channel. I'll be back with more. Peace.